Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at AGIX. Before we jump into the price action, just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it is free to join. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff here. Basically, what we're looking for is the potential that we're looking still for this fourth wave to play out here. And, potentially it could have actually completed here. It would have been very short though. So I am being mindful that, this could evolve into a different structure here. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm keeping in mind here. Potentially, we can argue that this could be an A wave. This could be a X wave and we see another drop to the downside, or an A, B, and a C, one of the two. Or alternatively, we could actually be developing a bigger structure here where this becomes an A and we haven't actually finished this B wave off. So I'm going to be talking about that within the video, and we're going to discuss a couple of other things we need to be aware of here because we have talked about it in the previous videos. This could be actually a high point here, in which case we could actually be looking for either a continuation to the downside, where we could actually look to come back and challenge these lows of the 036, or alternatively looking for a retracement down into these zones of this 1556 to this 0552 at a sort of maximum level that we'd be looking for here. The 618 would actually, sorry, the 786 would actually be here at this 0676. If we start to lose this zone, it would be very bad and basically would probably indicate we're going to set a new low here. So we'll discuss that with the video as well. But potentially what we're looking for is the idea that we've still got a fourth wave playing out here. So the way this is developing here, it is a bit choppy, and it is possible that we can count this in many different ways. The problem is within this structure, there is a few ways we can look at it. So let's discuss the bullish way, because we were talking about this previously, where we could actually look to see a move to the upside playing out from this current area. So what I'm looking for here is, I'm just going to take this, and so basically what I'm keeping an eye on here is this potentially could become an A, this could be a B, and then we could see this C wave to the upside. The problem we have here is within this internal structure here, there is the potential for this move to actually extend to the downside. So a key zone to hold here is going to be this 03315. If we start to lose that zone, basically that would make this less likely. We're coming pretty much up to that 50% now at this 40 cent 56. You can see that this is quite a big level that we're currently working through here. If we start to lose some of these zones, basically what I'd be looking for is potentially coming to retest lower down towards the 786, which would be this 3315 area, which would be looking towards coming and retesting this zone here. But really, once we start to lose this low, it is not good for the structure of this move, and then we can't argue that either we have an A, B, and a C to the upside, or potentially a bigger move if we did move up towards this $1.16 area as a 1, 2, and then looking for this to be a third, fourth, and then we'd get a fifth wave up. So that would be looking potentially to target up towards this zone here. This is $1.40, looking to come back into the top of this channel. So that's what we're talking about here, looking for this fifth wave potential. So the thing that we have to be aware of is, because of the fact that if we are looking at this as a fourth wave, that wave two took so long, potentially this could take a bit longer to actually play out, where, like I said, potentially this is an A wave, we could be looking for a B wave, and then we look for a C wave to the downside. So because of this fact, we need to just try not rush into saying this is over. There is also the alternative we talked about previously, that we could be looking to form a triangle. Depending on how we want to count this move, we could potentially argue this is ABC into this high, in which case we could say this is an A wave, a B wave, we're looking for a C wave, and then potentially we are looking to actually continue this. So let me just turn off the breakout. This is still a viable option. I've got the target zones down here towards this 3767 to this 3680. And what I want to see is if we just get a three-wave structure down into this zone, potentially this could then form our C wave. If that's the case, what we could then be looking for is another three-wave move, potentially back up into this region of this 4948, and then looking for that E wave down. So we don't have confirmation of this. We don't have confirmation after this D wave over here, but it would explain the choppiness of this move. But the other moves haven't been validated yet, so potentially we could still look for that possibility where this becomes an A, B, and a bigger C wave to the upside, or alternatively that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thing is, within this zone, we're starting to lose some key zones. We're starting to challenge some of this horizontal support here. Once we start to lose this area, it could actually escalate quite quickly to the downside here, and we could actually start to see this move extending out. So we're going to discuss that as well. So primarily what I'm looking for, if we are looking for that potential for that bullish count, what we need to do is hold the support zone, this 33.15, and basically the higher range of this would be this 40 cent 56. If I throw a fib onto this, basically what we'd be looking for from this zone here, let me just change this over. That 1-to-1 would actually bring us down here towards this zone of this 3965. And then once we start to push down past this 3327 area, we need to be careful that there isn't extension in here where potentially this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we start to break down. Even within this structure here, potentially we could be in a third wave. We still have a fourth wave and a fifth wave, in which case you can see how layering this would actually look to push us down lower here, and potentially we could have some additional structure, which actually looks to break this low. And once we break this zone here of this, what is this low here? This 2850, 2850. Basically, once we start to break down below that 2850, that makes this whole move less likely to, well, actually invalidate completely the fact that this is the move starting up. And then we could have something rather that like this playing out. So basically, this key zone here, we need to hold this support zone. Once we start to break this lower region here, like I said, this 3327, we've got to be careful of extension within the actual waves up here, where we could actually look at this move extending out and looking to actually push it on in a bigger way. So we're going to discuss that now. And basically what they would be looking for would be that the fact that the correction isn't over. So we can look at this in two ways. Potentially we could look at this, like I said, if we do hold this move, and we do look to hold that support zone, potentially we could still see this play out as a ABC pattern, where this becomes A, this becomes B, and we get a C wave to the upside. If that's the case, potentially we could actually come up into this zone of this 92.57 to the 66.84, and this could actually still be a corrective move, where we look at this as an A, potentially a B, and a C. So this is going to be a key zone. If we do manage to hold this support, potentially we could look for a reversal here, but we need to be cautious because there is that potential of extension within the waves. I'm going to go over that in a second. But what I'm looking out for here is whether we could actually look at this rather in two ways. Either this is an ABC and this is an X wave, and then we're looking for another Y wave to the downside, which the 1-to-1 would actually be here towards this 25-24 region. And that could actually bring us back down lower into that support box that we're looking for as a fifth wave, which I think, let me just throw it on quickly. I think that it is the 0.382 is here towards this 21.97. So this wouldn't actually be far off actually looking to take us back into that zone. So I'm keeping an eye on that. If we do start to break down in a bigger way, that's going to be an important area to keep an eye on. The 1-to-1, like I said, of that Y wave is here towards this 24. And what I'd be looking for here is whether we actually form something like this and actually move back into the bottom of this channel and see whether we actually get this breakdown deeper into this zone, losing these lows, invalidating that possibility of pushing to the upside here in an impulse, and then actually meaning that this move is just evolving into a bigger move. So the other way we can look at it is potentially that this is an A wave, this all is a B wave, and then we're dropping in a C. So we need to just be aware if we do start to develop in 5-wave structure down here, that could be an option where this is an A, B, and a C. But if we are looking at it in that way, we got to be cautious because that could also indicate that within this structure, what we could then have is that potential of a 1 flat, 2, 3, and then look for a deeper move in this third wave. So basically what I'm saying here is, there's a lot of different ways of reading this. The key zones that we need to hold primarily are this, if we're looking for bullish continuation, is this breakout area where we need to hold this between this 40 cent 56 to this 33.15 area. we fail to hold this zone, basically we need to be aware that this could actually sell off. And what I've been talking about for a long time now is potentially coming back into this zone of this previous fourth wave. So 1571 would be the lower range of this. 2197 region would be the 0.382 of this zone. So basically looking to actually come back and interact with this previous fourth wave is what I'm currently looking for. We could still move up from here, but we just need to be cautious about this extension potentially to the downside here. And we also talked about the fact that we could complete into this high. If we're talking about that, we need to be aware that there is that possibility of having a bigger five-wave structure to the downside, where we look at this as a one, this is a two, and then we have this possibility of actually looking to extend out here to the downside. And I'm going to zoom into this bit here. So basically what I'm looking for is a bigger move potentially down towards this 1921 for confirmation of this, where this could then become a 1, 2, and then we have a much bigger, deeper drop here. The thing is, if this is the case, basically we would have had a flat here for wave 2, so we'd want to see a nice strong impulsive move starting to play out for this wave 3. We'd want to be strong and full of volume and then basically get us right down into those zones. So at the moment, the way I was looking at this was pre-dump here. I was looking for that possibility of actually getting down towards the zone of this 39.38, and that this fact could be extending out here and looking to push down for a third wave. So within this, it is possible that this is what's playing out, where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we get a fifth wave to the downside. Obviously, the fact that we've come down so deep now would change this target area. Basically, what I want to see is I want to see a correction to the upside that matches this. Until we get that, this could just be extending out even further. And, potentially we could actually look to target out some of these much lower areas here. I'm just going to throw this fib on here, and then we can sort of get a few targets. I'm just going to change it back to regular. 2.618 would be here towards this 3642. If it does continue to extend out, that could be a potential area that we look for this third wave to complete, and then we could then look for this fourth wave up from that point. So there's no saying it has to come down here. It's just looking quite strong. Obviously, the internals of this are very difficult to count because it is extending in itself. So potentially we've got some additional ones and twos nestled in here, and this could actually look to push down much deeper here. So we need to just be aware that this could actually look to break down much deeper. And once we start to lose those key support zones, basically, we need to be aware that this could be looking for that much deeper move. The thing is with this, so even if we did complete where we are, we need to be cautious until we actually break back above this wave 2 high at, what is this, 5103. Failing to do so could actually mean that we see something like this play out, that even if we do complete here at this 1618 of this move here, potentially we could see a three-wave move up for a fourth and then see a continuation down in this area for a fifth wave, in which case we would then be looking for an additional potential fourth wave and a fifth wave down here, which could actually look to sell us off much deeper down into this area. So the key thing here is if we see something like this play out, what we need to do is make sure that we stay above this 1921 area. Otherwise, basically, that would indicate that we would have a much bigger five-wave structure playing out here, and that would then mean that we are potentially looking for a much deeper sell-off. So we want to avoid this at all costs. We want to see if this move come back in here, but not as a five-wave structure if we are looking for that continuation to the upside. Okay, so I'm going to leave that video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find links at Discord. As well as that, you'll find affiliate links for PrimeXBT and BYBIT down there, both great exchanges that we use on a regular basis. Check them out for yourself. If you do not have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.